Today we'll be talking about money and how to spend your cash. If you want to spend money in NIKKE, Gods of Victory. Hello the internet, welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefi and we stream every single day. NIKKE, mostly NIKKE and some other gachas. Come say hello every day and you have the links on top and on the description. And let's just get directly into this. So first of all, you don't need to spend money in the game, right? It's a free game, you can just play and be completely free to play. We have multiple people that are day one players that have all the units they want since they came out, right? And then they still have a lot of gems to pull. So if you manage your resources, you'll be able to get everything you want over time. You know, if you're a free-to-play player, patience is key. If you're a spender, then go all in. Right, before we get into the video, I'm going to summarize what's the best things you can buy as a light spender, so you don't have to watch the whole video, and then we'll go into details on all the packages in the shop. If you are a light spender, you don't want to spend a lot of money in the game, there's only one thing you need to buy, and that's going to be your monthly card for $5. If you want to know why, keep watching the video and we'll explain why. The monthly card, the $5 one, and after that, the only other thing that I really recommend for light spenders are going to be the mission passes. When we get the mission pass, you get 25 pulls, 2 molds, and a skin. So I think that's pretty nice. Sometimes we have double mission pass. For example, for A2, we'll get a new mission pass for her with advanced recruit vouchers instead of the normal ones. In that case, I personally buy both. You can decide which one you want to buy, right? So that's it. Those are the only two things I really recommend buying for light spenders. If you want to know more, if you want to know, okay, I want to spend a little bit more, what should I buy? What's good? What's a bad deal? Let's get into that, but don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to help me grow the channel. We're almost 3K subscribers. So let's go. Now, if you want to spend money, what are the best things you can buy in the shop and what's the best value? Let's also put some meaning into value. There is not any value on any game, right? We put the value ourselves. So that's it. What are the best deals that you can be getting for your money? The first one, and like every single gacha, I guess, is going to be the monthly card, the normal one, the $5 one. So this is pretty good. For $5, you are getting 300 gems instantly and then 100 gems every single day, which is an extra multi every single month. You can save these church gems and then pull on the specific banner when they release them. For 2,000 paid gems, you can get a guaranteed SSR. So that's pretty good. Now, the $15 one is not as great unless you are a big whale and you need the materials, because you're not getting daily gems, you are paying for materials. And the moment we talk about paying for materials, it's when you really get into the territory of actually welling in the game, right? You're not only paying for pulls, but also for faster progression. So I would not recommend buying this one, again, unless you are a big whale. If you are one of those people, it's fine. You either get the Cordas cases or you get the burst, sorry, not these ones, the burst manuals 2 and the burst manuals 3. Those are going to be the best ones you can get. Now, after the monthly card, which is this one for $5, the best thing you can buy in this game is the campaign pack. So you can get up to 10,000 gems for $20 and you can buy 2 of these. So I think it's $20, yeah, $20. So for $20, you are getting 3 multis. Pretty good, I will say. And you can buy these 2 times, so $40, 6 multis. Hopefully they add more campaign packs, because chapter 10 is the final reward and the second one is like chapter 16, 17, and we are right now at chapter 24. So hopefully for anniversary we get more campaign packs, because they are pretty decent. When we talk about directly purchasing gems, you should never be doing that. Once again, this is when you get into the territory of welling really hard for the game. So I would not recommend spending anything in here. When it comes to skins, this is completely personal. You like a skin, go for it. On my main account, the one I have is the mask one, because I think it looks amazing. I think it's the best skin they've released in the paid shop. So every skin comes for $20 with a new animation, some voice lines, and that's it. Don't expect a new burst animation, because they don't do it. They are quite cheap when it comes to this. Now we go into the ordinary package shop, and there's a couple of things here that you could buy potentially as a new player. One of them is the new Commander SSR selection pack. This will give you 1200 gems. It will give you a selector that's trash, and then it will give you the important part, a new Commander NIKKE selection box with 4 units, and you can pick one of them. If you're a new player, I will suggest going for volume. If you already have volume, I will suggest going for ADMI. Volume is a really good burst 1 unit, and then ADMI can enable fast reload teams, which is something really appreciated for some NIKKEs like Scarlet, for example. When it comes to dailies, weeklies, and monthlies, I don't recommend getting anything. Once again, you get into more of a big spenders territory. If you want to catch up in levels, you will be buying the things with cordas and gems and pools. So this one as well. If you are not catching up in levels and you need the specific resources, then you will be buying those too. Like these shops are more tailored to what people that know how they're spending their money, right? That said, there's a couple more things that you can be getting that are really good for your money. One of them being the step-up banners. I'm a big fan of step-up banners when they come out. So far, we got one for summer and then this one for near. I got the one for near. The first step is always free. The second step for $5 will get you 5 singles and 300 gems. The third step is the best one for me. It will give you 20 boxes of cordas. It will give you 15 pools and also 1500 gems. So once again, pretty good. The problem comes at step 4. Step 4 is the separation between low spenders and wells, because it will give you 2300 gems and materials. The materials are good, don't get me wrong, but once again, I prefer to pay only for pools. So this is where I personally tend to stay away. If I like the event and I need the pools, I will get this. If not, if it's a unit I'm not particularly interested in, I will only buy up to step 3. In summer, for example, I got to step 3. In near, I bought the whole package. And then lastly, you have the last step, which will give you 4200 gems and 40 pools for $55, which is pretty good. You are getting 50 singles, 55 probably around that. So that's nice. Now we also have 3 more tabs here to go over. Let's go one by one. The first one is Outer Automata. This tab will change depending on the event. Once again, for most people, I will recommend the $20 one and the $50 one. We're talking money here, and I know some people will be uncomfortable discussing money, and some people might think that's too much. Some people might be like, okay, I want to spend more. So once again, this is not as you need to buy this. This is just a reference for people who want to spend money and want to know where they should be putting it. The best things you can buy are always gems with pools when you are getting more than 1 pool per dollar. That's when we get into good deals, right? Good value, if you want to call it value. So the $20 one is decent, the $55 one starts losing value, and the $99 one loses value, but it's still good for wealth because you get them all. You get the 30 pools and 8k gems. The other ones, I never recommend buying them. Which ones do big whales buy? The one with rocks, because rocks or custom models are really important and scarce. We only get 3 chances per day to get them, and most of the time you get absolutely nothing, as you might have seen from my streams. So from the events, the first 2 packages are good. It's what I usually get. If you want to well more, then the $99 one and the 55 with the rocks are great. When it comes to the custom packages, we'll be talking about them later, because I want to explain what you should be putting on each box. I personally don't buy them, but if you want to, I will tell you what's the best thing. And then technical boost, this is something that I stay away as well. This is for big whales that want to catch up to the other whales, because you are getting a lot of normal pools to get more NIKKEs, a lot of gems, and also some resources. So once again, this is for big whales. As you can see here, you are getting boxes with skills because you need to level them up, and with the burst model as well. Now let's talk about custom packages, right? Custom packages are pretty interesting. They are not the worst thing if you are a whale. I just personally hate them. I dislike them. I don't like this type of deal. So the first one, I will recommend always going for the cordas, and then it depends on what you need. Some people might need the burst manuals. Most people will need the burst manuals. I will not go for the burst manuals one though, because we can get this fairly easy with the daily missions, but I will recommend going for the burst manuals too. So those 2 are the good ones. When it comes to the custom package 2 for $55, there are a couple of things. First, Cordas, once again, is one of the resources we need the most. And then in here you have 2 options. You either go for burst manual or you go for the rocas. That's going to depend on your current progress and what you need the most, right, as a player. And then lastly, the third step here, the same as the rest of the ones. You don't want to be getting the burst manuals 3 could be good, but usually the ones you like the most are these ones. So burst manuals 2 or 3, never get the first ones. They are just a bad purchase. Lastly, the $100 one. This is the one everyone is telling me to buy, bullying me into buying this because you get the selector for a piece that you want. So I can select, for example, a helmet attacker pilgrim or a helmet defender Elysion, right? So you can select one piece of equipment. This is pretty good, and for wells it's important because they can just level the unit they want. They don't have to be waiting for specific pieces to drop. So this is for big wells, right? Once again, you go for the cordas, you might go for the rocas or for the burst manuals, depending on what you need, and the same thing applies here. You go either for the burst manuals or yeah, there's nothing else in this forest. So as you can see, in most of these purchases, what's worth it when you are leveling up and catching up to the big wells is cordas, pools, and then rocks as well. Those are like the things that you want to prioritize. Also, one thing we haven't talked about is the mission passes. They are pretty good. If you are a light spender, I will always say get the monthly card and get the mission passes. Those are the best thing because you are getting a skin and you are also getting a lot of pools and molds. So for example, with the normal ones, you get 2 full molds, you get around 25 pools, and you get a skin per pass. The skins are usually pretty nice. As you can see, Brit looks amazing with her near custom. She could do shooting, you know, pretty good. And then you have the chibi, which is pretty nice as well. So I will say mission passes are definitely worth it if you want to spend money, because you get the pools and also the free skin, which is, you know, you get it two at one. And that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I honestly think you should not be spending a lot in the game, and unless, you know, you really like the game, or in my case, I play this every day and I have a channel about this and I have a website about this. So in my case, it makes sense. I'm spending less than what I'm making thanks to this channel. So really thankful for the community and for the support. Tomorrow, more videos. Come say hello to the stream. I will probably release this video when we are streaming. So just come, hang out. Good luck with your pool generates, and see you in the next one.
役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことだ。